Look at the convoy truckers in Canada when, they were up there legally and patriotically just protesting peacefully. They went over shutting down bank accounts, calling them terrorists. The January 6th event as well. They're doing this to get people to be afraid to protest because they know patriots are here, that we love our country, that we're well armed, and
exactly right,
we're getting sick and tired of these elitists and these globalists and tyrants. And we're not advocating for violence, but we're also saying, like my little tag says, do not tread on me. Don't tread on me. Don't tread on us because there's only so far we're going to allow that to happen. And again, nobody wants violence, but don't bring violence to us and then tell us we got to be calm. I think that's stupid. They can beat us and they can do all this craziness. Black Lives Matter and Antifa can run around and burn down stuff and beat up people. But if we go out and peacefully protest, they go, oh, look at them terrorists right there. It's like, okay. So that's
right. And when I actually saw what they were doing to those people in those truckers in Canada and the peaceful protesters, the patriots up there, I started getting images in my mind of, okay, when we're going to do that here, what happens, what makes people think that the one who was encouraging Trudeau to do all that was Joe Biden? So what makes you think he wouldn't do that to us?
Right. And
they're trying to make people dependent also on the government by hiking the price on everything and doing what they're doing. They're trying to make people dependent on the government so that they can control your life.
Right. They are trying to go with this massive transformation of society. And a lot of people, I really think that people are, there are more and more people starting to see this like, wow, these conspiracy theorists maybe they're not so crazy. That a lot of that stuff is now coming into fruition. People are seeing it. And now the globalists are now turning it around as, well, yeah, we are doing that, but it's a good thing. World government is going to be great. But people don't realize if all that power is consolidated into one entity and then they become corrupt, there's no one there to stop them. And I've noticed more and more blacks that I know around that I live in Columbus and friends and stuff there. I have a couple of them coming over and going, I hope Trump runs this time. And they used to hate him, because they fell for the Kool-Aid. And I pray every day, like, I wish people would see through that nonsense and wake up. But people are still mesmerized.
Right. And that's one of the things that I also try to do. There was a few negative videos about some things going on in the country. And I was like, you know what? People got to see a little bit of happy. So I started finding all these videos and putting all this stuff together of the good stuff Trump did, actually helping people. Like he paid off the mortgage to a family's house to save their family farm that has been in their family for over 100 years.
Right.
These are the things that people need to see. They watch too much. A lot of people watch too much CNN and MSNBC, and all they hear is Orange Man bad. But they don't see this stuff. They don't see the real stuff. And I try to promote it and put it out there as much as possible.
It's okay to be a racist if you're not white, but if you're white, you're not allowed to be racist because it's bad.
Right. And what really drives me crazy is you hear on TV all the time, we're called crackers, we're called honkies, we're called whatever, and that's supposed to be accepted.
Right.
Do I approve of calling another race a racial slur? Of course not.
Right.
But they shouldn't get to call us that either.
Yeah, and I agree. I actually sometimes I'll listen to 95.5 on my radio because I like R&B, but then they get D.L. Hughley on there, dumb hit dummy. He's a dummy, but he gets on there. But that's all they spew is this, white people are just the devil and racism and is everywhere and all the white people want to kill you and all this. And it's just, and then again, calling crackers and hunkies. And it kind of pisses me off because I go, look, and I almost want to call into the radio station and say, look, you do have white listeners that do actually like R&B and have no problem with black people, but it's all meant to be done. It's crazy. I don't know.
It is. It's absolutely mind blowing. The hypocrisy on everything is just, I call him blame pushing Biden,
right?
Because that's exactly what he is. Right. Everything that happens was Trump's fault. It's Trump's fault.
Yeah, and with and that's the thing. But they actually, here's what's funny: if you get into office and you nullify all the policies of Trump, and then all hell breaks loose, how do you blame it on him? You nullified everything he did. So everything he did is not there now. So now all the stuff that's going on, it couldn't be his problem because you did away with all that. Now, if you left everything he did in place and everything fell apart, then you might go, okay, well, he did that, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
But thanks for coming on the show. And I'll talk to you soon.
Yep. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate you having me.
All right. Have a good night.
You too. Take care.
And so that was Ryan, who was a patriot and a true American. So for Sic Semper Tyrannis News, I'm Mark Matheny saying, protect your own rights, because if you don't, no one else will. And as always, thanks for watching.